How's it going? How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Rants About Tech Live for this Friday, June 20th. You guys, let me know how it sounds here. Let me know how it's looking. Is if it's choppy, let me know. I think we might have gotten past the choppy bit here. We may have. We may not have, but let me know. TGIF, happy Friday to everybody. Hope you guys are having a great start to your weekend. There's been a lot of news happening. I'm gonna need a primer. I'm gonna need help. You guys are gonna have to help me with all the news. I want to give as much as my opinion as possible, but I don't know everything that's happened. So you guys help me along the way. Throw it in the chat if you guys know of some of the hot topics of the day. I'm happy to hear it. But it's been a great day here in Philadelphia. A very sunny day here in Philadelphia. We got up to I want to say we got up to 90 degrees. How's the weather in you guys part of the world or the country? Has it been a great first day of summer for you guys? Because it's technically the first day of summer today. The longest day of the year today. And you guys are spending it here with me. I appreciate that. We could go for an hour and still get done in time for you to enjoy some sunshine. 4.0.2 installing right now, says CJ. Thanks for joining me. So at the top, I want to thanks to all the members and the subscribers of the channel. Thanks for all the members in the Discord. Thanks for all of you guys right now in the chat. I really appreciate you guys. Let's get a big air horn going for all of you guys that's getting the chat lit right off the top. You guys deserve the air horns going right at the top. We got CJ, we got eInk in the chat. We got Aaron as well. We got Parmesan also in the chat. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys for getting it started early. I appreciate it. But yeah, so updates, installs. So a lot of updates have happened. Remarkable has an update that they talked about. Supernote, Ratta has an update that everyone's talking about. We're going to get into that. We're going to look at some videos here as well. So I got some videos queued up that we can take a look at and just give our opinions on and talk about a little bit. A great video from David at Tablet Tech. We're going to take a look at. We're also going to take a quick look at a video from Kit. Kit put out a quick video, a quick 4-minute video. We're going to take a look at that too, you guys. But how's it going out there? Are you guys enjoying your first day of summer here? No, it's too hot. We're trapped inside. Let the rants roll. No doubt. No doubt. It is hot outside. It's been crazy hot in Las Vegas. So if anybody in that area is listening, my heart goes out to you guys because that area right now is dealing with tons of heat. 110 degree weather out there in Vegas, and forecasting to get even hotter. We're expected to get over 100 degrees here in Philly this week as well. CJ says, never mind, it was because of my connection. My microphone sound cut. Oh, you guys let me know. All right, so let's get to some of the random stuff. Let's get the randos out the way first, you guys. Let's get the randos. Again, big news. If you guys know of news is going on, you want to talk about, throw it in the chat. We're gonna do it. We're also gonna keep the Discord up here as well. So if you guys want to throw something in Discord, if you're in the Discord, you can throw it in Discord. If you have a link that you want to throw out there, the Discord is the place to do it. Just go to the live chat in Discord and you can throw links there, and I'll have that up. I'll have that up in there. All right, so yeah, so let's talk about what happens. Or what happened in the last week. Update. So let's talk about the update from Ratta. Let's get that out the top. Done up the top. Let's look at here. What do we got? All right. So we got. I can never pronounce the name of their software release names. Chavet. French is so hard for me. This is one of the updates that everyone's talking about. 4.0.2 installing right now. What update is that, CJ? So we can get to that. I'm going to put that on my little list right now. Is that the remarkable update there? No, that can't be a remarkable update. They're in the 3 point something. What do we got going there? What about the randos? Oh yeah, wow, I wanted to get to this update, but we didn't hit the randos yet. I want to get to the updates, but we didn't hit the randos yet. All right, you know what? We're not going to do the randos. we won't have time to get to the randos. We got to jump right into it. Oh, BM's here. How's it going, BM? Thanks for joining. Let's talk about the Supernote update, I guess, since we already have it up, until we figure out what update CJ's talking about with the 4.0.2. We'll hit on this real quick here. We got added a text feature. This is something that was just added here. This is maybe a general release, not a beta release. It doesn't look like it's a beta. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's a beta release. So this is a full release here from Supernote. Support direct insertion of text boxes. Supports recognition and conversion of lasso selected handwriting into text. That's cool too. I like that. That's a good little feature. I like that feature right there. Oh, the Boox bug fix update. Yeah. Updates are great. Updates are great. Mr. Mike, how's it going? Thanks for joining. What bug fixes are we talking about? Are we talking about the Tab XC bug fixes? There was if you guys didn't know, I don't even know if there was a thing. I don't even know if there was a solid thing. We'll come right back to that. We're gonna jump around to news today, but we'll come back to the Supernote thing. But there was a problem with the pen recognition on the Tab XC. Did anyone is that what we're talking about here? Trying to see where that came from here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Tab XC connectivity issues with the pen in the Reader app. Does it have anything to do with that there? Oh, it's an update for the Go, and a 10.3 update. Whoa. Does anyone have any information about that particular issue though, with connectivity issues with the pen and the Tab XC? Someone mentioned also in my comments the haptics responding differently on the Tab XC for different tools. They talked about it like it was a bad thing, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing if they have different tools. The haptics are reacting differently for different tools. I think that's good. I don't think that's a bad thing at all. Unless something weird is happening. Unless like it's not consistent. Like it doesn't feel good. I mean, I don't think it feels good at all anyway, but yeah. The Go 10.3 has an update. Okay. I'm gonna check that out too. What else we got here? There was so much I wanted to bring up. But let's go back to the Supernote here, because at least we know we're talking about a Boox update there. I do like that. I do like being able to lasso select something on the Supernote and it be conversion be an option for that. It just adds to the long list of tools they have at the site of selection. They're just making that better. Supports adding digest content to text boxes. That's cool too. Supports setting text as bold or italic. Adjusting text alignment and selecting font type and size. And this is all in the Notes app. Supports using custom fonts and built-in handwriting tools. Supports searching for text box content in global search. Nobody owns the Tab XC because no Wacom. I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna grab it, but I'm gonna make sure I get done with this Boox Go first. I got the white one coming. I got rid of the black one. I got the white one coming. I'm gonna review the white one because the black one was just horrendous. You couldn't. The writing, the glass surface was just too bad, and couple that with the bad writing experience, it was too much to overcome. It was too much to overcome. So we're gonna do the review on the white one. I'm just debating whether I should even do an unboxing for the white one because it's basically the same thing. But then I'm gonna grab the Tab XC. Just to talk crap about it. This is not really to give an objective opinion about it. What do we got here? Digest, optimize the Digest app. Supports creating Digest directly in the Digest app. Supports recognizing lasso select content in the Notes app as Digest. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. They're integrating a lot of the functionality between the Notes app and the Reader app. I think that's good. Supports searching and categorizing Digest. Supports syncing Digest data in the desktop and mobile Supernote support apps. Ed was talking about how good the new, or actually the whole Discord was talking about how good the new app for the Supernote is on Android. How do we feel about that, chat? Is it good? Is it bad? I don't typically use these apps that come out for the phone operating systems. I do use the apps that they have, the web apps that they have for the browsers. I do use that, like whatever web app they're using for that. I hardly ever use the phone apps though. The white one has a writing surface, Aaron. Yeah, so that's the difference between the white Go 7 and the black Go 7 is that the white one has a writing surface. So at the very least, I'm hoping it helps the writing experience a bit, so I don't feel so like I have an aversion to writing on that thing. It was crazy. Like my finger could have done a better job, and I'm not expecting that to be any different with the white Go 7. I'm just expecting the writing experience to be somewhat better, at least doable for a review, for a note taker, because I don't care about it as an e-reader. Mr. Mike. Oh, you know what's so funny? Speaking of which, I'm glad Mr. Mike said that. No, I didn't get rid of it on Juneteenth, Mr. Mike. Hilarious. But so but what's funny is a lot of people don't know about what Juneteenth is. That's it, it's a national holiday now, and a lot of people don't know what it is. There's a lot of confusion around that. So let's talk about that for a second. Let's talk. I'm so happy you brought that up, Mr. Mike. I'm so happy you brought that up. Let's talk about that for a second. I feel remiss not talking about that, honestly, to me. I'm doing a live the day after Juneteenth, and I don't talk about it. I should have done one yesterday, but here we go. Juneteenth. What is Juneteenth? If for you guys that don't know, Juneteenth is a celebration of the abolishment of slavery. Okay, the abolishment of slavery didn't happen in one day. Yes, you are, Mike. You're so woke. The abolishment of slavery didn't happen in one day. Okay, so it happened. It was signed into law on one date, but it took a long time to get it done everywhere. Okay, so June 19th, 1965, that was when slavery, the official day that slavery had reached everywhere, or the abolishment of slavery had reached everywhere. So the African Americans that were enslaved on the North American continent were freed entirely at that date. That was the date that they freed the last pocket of slaves who didn't know that they were free. Because they were, like I said, this took a while. So there were some people in America who were free and didn't know that they were free, right? So that day marked the day that some general, I forgot the name of the general. Who was it? Major General Gordon Granger. So this was the day that Major General Gordon Granger, I'm sorry, I said, my bad, 1965, 1865, my bad. Thanks, Aaron. I said 1965. I'm sorry, my bad. 1865. So this is when it was the abolishment of slavery was complete at that point, and they freed a group of slaves in Texas. Thanks, Aaron. And Aaron is in Houston, Texas right now. So Aaron probably knows this story way better than I do. But that's Juneteenth. So Juneteenth celebrated for June 19th, 1865, the day that it was agreed upon that the last pocket of slaves were informed that they were indeed free, because they were free before that, but they just didn't know. All right, so that's Juneteenth. So just so everyone knows, I got the Wikipedia page up. It's there. So yeah, so there we go. Thanks for bringing it up, Mr. Mike. Right, it was that was a whole ordeal. Maybe we can do that would take a whole series. It would be a live stream series on that topic. But there we go. So you guys know just what it is. It's a national holiday now. It didn't used to be, but it is now. I tried to go to me being silly. I went to the post office the other day to try to mail Aaron's barrels off and some other like nib stuff. Post office was closed. I'm like, oh my God, I'm at the post office on Juneteenth. What am I thinking? I probably look so silly. People of other races looking at me like, this dude is so silly. All right, anyway, moving on. So there we go. What else was I talking about here? Supernote. We're talking about the Supernote update. So that's a Supernote update that just happened. I think there's some good additions here. Actually, we didn't get to all of it. Let's go to the settings. Settings, when restore digest from backups. So there's a lot of digest stuff here. Files, it will now be performed without clearing existing data in the digest app first. That's weird. When you're storing files, digest files from backup files, it would now be performed without clearing existing data in the digest app first. All right. So the new data can exist with the old data. That's awesome. Unless you want to delete it, then I hope you have that option. BM says, my bad. United Kingdom, it was earlier. It's never too late. Absolutely not. Never too late. I don't understand how the idea of owning people being revolting wasn't self-evident. Well, it's weird you use that word self-evident because that's in the Constitution a lot. I forgot what writer said this about it. They were like, it was a peculiar institution. Indeed. Yeah, listen, it was a whole deal. It was a whole deal. I didn't want to harp on that. I wanted to bring it up since Mr. Mike, or not Mr. Mike, Mr. Mike brought it up. I thought it was hilarious, but yeah, and I wanted to bring that up at the top of the show anyway, and just got excited about Supernote news. Didn't bring it up. What else we got here? Optimizations. Optimize the wake up feature for some devices that could not wake from sleep. Enhance the reformatting display when exporting notes to docx and text. So they're making things look prettier. Improve the indentation display for converted text of real-time recognition notes. Okay, yeah, making it look good. Added a button to quickly switching to the handwriting keyboard. Awesome. It now remembers the last selected search type. Oh, so not only does it remember the last search and indexes it all, and now it remembers the last search type as well. Fix the issue where the no-load shutdown feature on Nomad devices was ineffective after being turned on. Who uses the no-load shutdown feature in the Supernote devices? If you don't know what that is, that's basically like a transparent screensaver. You can turn the device off, and it'll still display your content on the screen while it's off. Now, the Supernote doesn't do it that definitely. I mean, not definitely, but it doesn't do it specifically that way. But that's essentially what the no-load shutdown does. It's a low-power mode that displays your information on screen but drains less battery while it's doing it. I just wish they would go to the transparent screensavers method like Onyx has with theirs. That would be the most optimal way to do that, I think. No-load shutdown it doesn't work like it should. I don't think it drains. I think the battery drains about as much as it does with no-load shutdown off. But that's the problem. You're supposed to be saving tons of battery. Like when you use this feature on the Supernote, it essentially takes a screenshot, displays that screenshot on the screen while the device is off, and then when you turn the device on, it takes you right back to where you were, giving you the illusion that it's displaying that information. It's transparently over the screensaver, but it's not. It's just a screenshot. But it's clever. I like it. It serves the purpose. It lets me know where I was last at in my writing experience or my task that I was trying to complete. So that's the thing. I love that. Fix the issue where handwriting was lost due to not being saved properly when using the shortcut keys on a keyboard shortcut to exit the note. Oh, that's devastating. That's devastating. How does no load shutdown work for you though, Mr. Mike? Let me know. All right, so let's Supernote update. Remarkable has an update as well. Not as impressive. I'm not going to hold you. It's not as impressive. But we're going to take a look at it. I got that update that you guys are talking about. I didn't know the update number of it was 4.0.2, but I got that update. I think I already updated the GOAT here. Actually, no, I think I updated the Note Air 4C, which I'm loving more and more. I'm loving more and more these days. It's great. I mean, I can't knock it. Oh, can we? Oh, what's? Oh, that's not working. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. There we go. Bam. And then, okay, now we're good. All right, so I'm definitely loving it. I appreciate the Go 10.3 for a few reasons. Let's go here. I appreciate the not the Go 10.3, but the Note Air 4C a little more these days than what I normally would, and that's because of the reception of the Tab XC. I was jealous for a bit. I'm not gonna hold you. I was jealous for a bit until I realized that it can't touch the Note Air 4C in writing experience. I mean, the power might be worth it though. Is the power that it has worth having even without a good writing experience? No, I didn't get rid of the Note Air 4C. I had it up for sale for a little while. I didn't get rid of it though. Thank goodness. Because I'd be lost. I mean, I need a color device that I can actually use for prototyping and drawing. That's what I use it for now, Mr. Media. I use the Note Air 4C for drawing now. It's the best drawing tablet I have because it has color. It's decently powered, and I don't need much from a drawing tablet except color. I would like to have color for a few reasons. No load shutdown is still ingenious. It's a slightly bigger battery would be more ingenious. Absolutely. Well put, Mr. Mike. Very well put. BM says no load works. It saved me, but auto sleep is 1 hour. Oh, throw it back out to BM. I was just reading it. I think I get where you might have been going. Now they've added to no load shutdown over the year that I've been dealing with the device here. Let's take a look at what do we got here for no load shutdown. All right, so I think these are some pretty decent options here. Oh, can we? Oh, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it either. Wow. 3? It is 3. Hold on, you guys. My bad. One momento. Okay, here we go. All right. So, no load shutdown. Let's take a look here. If we can. So they didn't used to have these options right here with the auto sleep and the auto power off. They weren't always a thing there. Or were they? Am I tripping? I think the auto power off may have been a thing. I don't think you could pick the auto sleep timer though. I think that might be something different. Or no. Or maybe those over there. Maybe they didn't change anything here because I'm reading here. It says no load shutdown. There is no activity. If there's no activity for 20 seconds, the system will be in a no load shutdown state. In this state, if the device is woken up by pin down, and the pin down speed is fast, there would be a slight delay, barely noticeable in the first handwriting. So you don't. So I guess the the benefit of that is that you don't have to wake the device, right? Actually, you don't have to wake the device. So typically when these ink devices are in a low power mode and you're getting like a transparent screensaver, you have to wake the device by hitting the wake button and then continue what you were doing. The benefit of this is that, you know, pen down is the wake function. So as soon as if it's in a no load state, as soon as you go pen down, it wakes the device. So that's a benefit. But like I said, I just don't think that it saves enough battery to be functional. Like something is better than nothing, right? But I just don't think it's super. I just don't think it's super functional. If you're not saving tons of battery, because if I can't leave that on all day and just trust that, okay, it's in a low power mode to where I can come back tomorrow and minimal battery would have been drained, or I can pick up where I left off in like 5 hours and very minimal battery will be drained. That's kind of what I'm looking for. If I leave no load shutdown on, it drains battery. Right. I mean, that's the thing. Like it drains too much battery in my opinion. No load works. It saved me, but auto sleep is 1 hour power. Of its 4 hour last. Oh, okay. Yeah. You can see, you can change the timer now on it. I don't think that was a thing before. I could be wrong about that, but there was a limiting factor to the no load shutdowns functionality for me for a while. And I think that was how long you had to wait before it would actually go into that no load shutdown mode. That might have been a thing. All right. So what else we talking about, you guys? What else we talking about here? I got a few things on the docket, but what's pressing to the chat right now that we could talk about real quick? Because I have a few things here. If we want to keep it on eInk, but I would like to mention the Remarkable update as well. Oh, along with the Remarkable update, I don't know if you guys know this. Let me make sure I got my source correct here. Just real quick before we go to the update. I don't know. I didn't even know this was a thing, but apparently starting June 11th of this year, just last week, or a little over a week ago, paper tablets that use or the Remarkable tablets that use software version 3.11 or lower will lose support. So if you haven't updated, for whatever reason, if you haven't updated your Remarkable device, you have officially lost support if you don't update. So if you're on version 3.11 or lower, now might be the time to go ahead and update your software, because you won't lose the support for the software. You also won't have the ability to sync using the desktop and mobile apps. So yeah, that's a thing. I didn't know they canceled support of software on that side like that, but apparently that's a thing. So something to keep in mind. The Remarkable is eStink. Stop it, Mr. Mike. Dave, how's it going? Thanks for joining. Oh, we're going to take a look at your video here pretty soon here, Dave, to get some more insight on this Supernote stuff. Yeah, I think the interoperability, Dave says, my favorite feature of the new Supernote update is definitely the ability to bring text from PDF, EPUB into Notes. Yeah, definitely. I think I might have emphasized that as well when I went over it. That is just integration between apps. I think there's Supernote's pushing more and more towards that direction, for sure. I think they're definitely pushing more and more towards that direction. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the what do we got here for the update? Let's see here. Can we pull up the update? I mean, I could show it on the device, but I really would like to see their update here. Oh no, that's not gonna be possible. Okay, now I gotta pull up the update number. And we might have to show this on the actual device if they don't have it up there. Which I don't think they do. It would be nice if they had like really nice like update videos. Could we could do that. Okay, here we go. It's released 3.20. So let's check it out. Oh boy, we got some Reddit news. Oh, maybe that was the beta. Yeah, that was the beta. We got the Reddit news on there. That might not be relevant right now. All right, there we go. Let's take a look. All right, so we got review of beta 3.20. This beta includes German system language option, which can be enabled in settings. Additional zooming across different orientations has been adjusted for smoother, more stable experience, ensuring the entire page is visible. Fit for content, a more smoother, more stable experience. We fine-tuned the zooming for different orientations, showing the whole page. So this is just about adding the German language to the system languages, and also helping out with the way things look when they're orientated in different ways. That seems to be the gist of that. Yeah, that seems to be the gist of that. And this is kind of what they're showing here on their device for the update. Can we get down here? See if we can get down here a little bit more. Oh, we can. Oh boy, we can get down there. Okay. So here we go, a little example of some German on the UI. I'm not one who does a lot of zooming on eInk tablets, so I don't really, the zooming wouldn't benefit me in that way. Hey, what's going on, all on the movements? Grabbing text from PDFs is a game changer for me. Wow, happy Friday. Yeah, happy Friday, absolutely. Yeah, I think that's a big feature, interoperability between apps. I think anytime apps share information, I'm telling you, Apple had a system like this called Soup. And it don't know if it had to be a part of the operating system, the Newton operating system. But Soup was a way that they handled information where every app had access to information. So when when information was input into the device, it would all go into one section, and all the apps had access to that information if it was applicable to their field type. So if they had a name field and you input information under a name tab, like say you were doing a contact, right? And you wrote the contact name in the contact list. Well, another app also has a name tag or a name slot or a name field. There we go. Another app would also have a name field. And in that way, if if information matched the name field of the person that you put in there, they would associate all that information with that person. Say you wrote in Tom and you start putting information in for Tom. Well, it will start associating Tom and that information you put in for Tom with every app that had the same fields. It was genius. I loved it. It was great. No, it really was. It was called Soup. It was great. It was great. All this Supernote talk. Supernote's awesome. I mean, everything's awesome in its own way, though. Definitely love for the infinite scroll on Node Air 4C from me. Infinite scroll. Yeah, I talked about infinite scroll. I think Onyx listens to me. I think they do. They'll never admit it. I think they listen. I talked about how much I like the infinite scroll. That was one of my best features on the Remarkable a little while back. I stand by that. Infinite scroll is an excellent feature. You know what they need to do now? You know what they're going to do now? I mean, if they don't do it, it would be silly. They should take advantage of this feature right here. If they're not going to, they should. Where is it at? They need to take advantage of this feature right here. And it's Onyx, so they probably never will, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's take a look at this feature right here. So this feature right here on the Remarkable is probably the second best feature on the Remarkable platform beyond Infinite Scroll. It works in tandem with Infinite Scroll, honestly. So here we go. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so pay no mind to what's on the screen. That's not important. That's not important at all. Okay, here we go. The important part is this right here, is that obviously infinite scroll, right? You can scroll and keep scrolling, and you got more information. Now, when you do something like that, see, this has been my whole gripe with Onyx. This has been my whole gripe with Onyx ever since I've been using their products, is that they throw you a whole bunch of features, but they don't give you intuitive ways to interact with those features, right? And this is the beauty of Supernote when they're on their game. And not Supernote, Remarkable. This is the beauty of Remarkable when they're on their game. And Remarkable is on their game with this feature right here. No one would have thought of this but Remarkable with the infinite scroll. So they're on the top of their game when they think about this. You can infinite scroll now. So what happens, right? What happens when there's information below the stop line right here, right, that you also want to select? What are you going to do? Are you going to try to... Oh, whoa, calm down. What are you going to do? Are you going to try to select like this and then scroll the page to try to keep selecting? No, right? What you're going to do is... Oh, I just almost gave it away. What you're going to do is you're going to select a little bit of this, right? You're going to select it. You're going to cut it. Oh, I can't even cut. Oh, there we go. Then you're going to cut it. Then it didn't even let me cut it. Oh, what the crap. Okay, you know what? This doesn't even matter. I would be upset with this if it was any other platform because you can do this. So the thing is, you can't select information below this point right here. If you're on a Boox device, below this point right here, you can't select text. But with Remarkable being Remarkable, they devised this selection tool right here to where you can draw a line, hold it, and hit this button right here. Let's zoom in on that real quick. Oh, wrong way. It says select below. So that hitting that button is going to select everything below that line. So now I don't have to worry about trying to finagle a way to select all the text below. It's already selected. And now I can move it how I want to. Everything is selected. So I can move this down, create more room for whatever I want to type, and that has selected everything below it. I don't have to see it. It's magic. It works, believe me. So that's the beauty of Remarkable being Remarkable. Giving you a feature and then giving you a intuitive way to control that feature, which you know, being able to select all of this text at one time is, man, how beautiful is that? That's the thing right there. Now, I don't think we have anything like that on the Onyx with the Boox platform. to select all the text below, so you don't have that conundrum of I need space in this particular piece of writing. How do I create that space without it being an ordeal? Remarkable solved that problem. Let's go to the chat real quick. Apple Suit, I think you made that up. I didn't. Definitely love for the infinite scroll on the Note F4C. Yeah, Apple is like that now as well. Notes go to calendar as attachments and links to that note made. Oh, that's cool. Well, you know what though? Apple has been slowly working those Newton features into their Notes app. A lot of those Newton 2100 message pad features that I talk about all the time, that I drool over, a lot of those features are slowly making their way back into Apple products, in one product, and more specifically, the iPad. Apple is underrated. They get their due. Apple gets their flowers on a daily basis. Mr. Mike says they need to make something called Apple Pie and maybe super fast charge called Apple Juice. What they need to do is hire you for marketing, because you good. You are good, Mr. Mike. Listen, how about we talk about you making up some catchphrases for Rants About Tech? Never mind. You already have. Never mind. LOL mashup Mike, no doubt. Okay. All right. So what else we got here? Let's go. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and look at a couple of videos since we got these things up here. First one we're gonna take a look at is Dave's Supernote Manta feature video. And congratulations to Dave hitting over 1,000 subs. Let's get you know what? Where's the applause at? We gotta get the applause going for David, you guys. I'm sorry if I call you Dave. If you don't like David, my bad. I usually call people their full name. So David, congratulations. You deserve it, bro. Let's get these applause going. Congratulations for reaching 1,000 subs, bro. Can we get the? I wish I had like balloons that could fall from. There was one time on the live stream earlier in my live stream career there where balloons would fall down when I did weird stuff. I was like, oh, chat, how'd I get rid of this? And my brother told me how to get rid of it. I got rid of it. Now I wish I had them again for this occasion right here. But good job, man. Congratulations. Your content has been killing it lately, and I really appreciate what you do contributing to the eInk community. And yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at this video here. Oh, wrong one. Oh boy. Oh, what do we do? All right, let me put my headphones on too. We got to get the headphones on. I need earbuds or something for the live stream, but some good ones with pass-through sound, so I don't feel like I have to yell. These are good with the pass-through, but they're not the best Sony makes. Sony just came out with some really good headphones. Oh my God. We probably should talk about those too at some point. Let me change this real quick though. Oh, didn't have to connect. They don't automatically connect, which I think they should. Like, headphones should just automatically connect. What are you doing? I'll connect to that thing you're doing. That's how it should be. Bluetooth, NFC. Come on, get together on this. Do we got sound? Nope, we don't have sound yet. We got sound now. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and do it. Let's take a look at this Manta, Supernote Manta beta video update from David at Tablet Tech.
Supernote in the form of a new beta that adds some pretty groundbreaking functionality for the platform and allows me to use the device for a workflow that I've always had to turn to other devices for up until now. And that has to do with the ability to, when you're taking handwritten notes, sometimes I like to bring in text from a PDF or on other devices, maybe even from other apps, and incorporate that text into my handwritten note. On the Supernote, they've now given us in the new beta the ability to do this in a very elegant way. I think the solution is very simple. I think it looks good. I think it gives you some customization options that are just really easy to use and really pleasing to use. And I want to talk about that and show you how that works.
Yeah, I think being able to grab information from one place and bring it to another in a seamless way is just that's the way of these notebook type of devices. I think the more we incorporate ways to do that, and like I said, that the app information or app data sharing, that's the future. Especially when like right now, like AI could be used to tackle some of that, right? Especially contextual data. it doesn't even have to be marketed as AI. It doesn't even have to be forward facing or customers or consumer facing AI. It could just be done in the background, never ever mentioned, but still helping, right?
Before I do, if you like what I'm doing here, I would really appreciate it if you take a moment and like the video
Oh,
and
do those
consider
right now.
subscribing to the channel if you like
I'm
content
surprised I
on
wasn't subscribed already.
tablets or tablets in general.
I thought I had already done that, Dave.
Really would appreciate the subscription. I am currently at the time of this filming about 4 subscribers under 1,000, so I'd really appreciate.
You already did it, bruh. You got it. Yeah, everybody, let's go to subscribe to Dave if you haven't already. He puts out really, really good content, very informative perspective, and a lot of this stuff is really all about perspective and use cases. And the more use cases you can wrap or get your hands on, the better, because you never know how someone else is using a device is going to help you and your workflow. And that's the beauty of being able to get so many perspectives and so many opinions. And there is no wrong way to do it, which is also a beautiful thing, right? There's more than one way. I almost said to, I almost used a cat reference. I gotta find another reference. You guys know what reference I was going for. You guys know. I won't say it here because Mila is probably listening right now on the couch. She watches me. She has her own laptop set up. It's actually an iPad, and she watches the live stream. Because she can't be in here while I'm doing it. She'll be up on stuff. I saw her climbing. You guys see this? Hold on. You guys can't even see it. You can't even see it. Oh, you can't. Oh boy. Yeah, exactly. 100% eInk. Use case. We gotta, you know what? We gotta get eInk the use case. We gotta get eInk the queen title in the Discord going, because she's literally the use case queen. She definitely knows the advantage of different perspectives, different use cases, and she's really the person who brought like me on to different perspectives of using eInk tablets and the advantage of knowing different use cases. And not only that, incorporating them. You know what I mean? That's the big thing, incorporating the use cases and the advantages of doing that. So definitely have a conversation with her if you want to expand your use case usability. Also, if you guys aren't in the Discord, now would be a good time to join the Discord. Discord link in the description. eInk's in the Discord. I'm in the Discord. We catch Dave in the Discord sometimes too. We got Ed sometimes in the Discord. So a lot of people in the Discord already. Mr. Mike is in the Discord. He's in the chat right here. You guys join us in the Discord if you want to continue any of these conversations we're having here later on after the live stream or even during the live stream. Oh boy. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I got the live stream chat up. So if you guys want to join the chat during at the live stream or during the Discord live stream, just go in the Discord, hit the live chat under the live stream channel, live stream category, and you'll see that that's there, and you can throw a link in there if you want to. You can throw a meme in there if you want to. You can say, Rod, you're doing a terrible job if you want to. All that's a possibility in the Discord. Join us. All right. So anyway, let's go ahead and get through this video here. Yeah, so I really do appreciate Supernote adding the ability to take information from one app and bring it over. In this case, the PDF viewer or the Reader app into the Notes app. Where are we at?
Devices, maybe even from other apps, and incorporate that text into my handwritten note. On the Supernote, they've now given us in the new beta the ability to do this in a very elegant way. I think the solution is very simple. I think it looks good. I think it gives you some customization options that are just really easy to use and really pleasing to use. And I want to talk about that and show you how that works. Before I do, if you like what I'm doing here, I would really appreciate it if you take a moment and like the video. And consider subscribing to the channel if you like content about eInk tablets or tablets in general. Really would appreciate the subscription. I am currently, at the time of this filming, about
Oh,
4
we got behind.
subscribers. Show you what Supernote has done. All right,
Here
so
we
let
go.
me show you what Supernote has done here. I'm going to come out and start a new note. I'm not going to bother renaming it. I'll just accept what they've got there. I'm going to leave it as real-time recognition. I do a ruled 8mm ruled line template is my favorite, so I'm just
My favorite too, Dave. My favorite too. Listen, that's the best one, especially if you're using oh, you're using the Manta there. Okay, you could get away with some other stuff if you got the Manta, but if you're using the the Nomad, yeah, eight is the only way to go. It's the only way to fly.
I'm just going to go ahead and create this. So for my particular workflow, and like I said, this would work for any other workflow as well, academics or any other
Oh, Dave's a lefty. I didn't even realize that before.
things that I'm not thinking about right now. But as I'm in church and I may be taking notes on what the pastor's talking about, you know, and I'm not going to try to write because I'm so far away from the screen that it wouldn't look well. What I like to do is when a scripture reference is given, I like to incorporate that into the handwritten note. So when I do this on another device like a Boox, I'll typically go out and if I'm using a PDF.
Oh, whoa, there's no sound right here? Oh my God, so there's no sound? Oh, no sound from me. Oh, my bad. Oh boy, hold on. Oh yeah, my sound is going. So can you guys hear me or are you not hearing the sound from the video? My bad, I didn't even notice you guys were telling me there was no sound. And I got live chat up too. That's I finally figured it out. Are we good on the sound chat? Or are we still getting no sound from something? Sound fine. Okay, cool. We'll continue.
PDF version of the Bible, I'll go out and do a screen clipping and bring it back in. Or if I'm using a Bible app, I'll go out and do a copy and then come in here and paste it. Both of those are kind of clunky. They do work, but they're kind of clunky. But I think what Supernote has done here is better than both of those solutions. So let me show you something or how that works. So I have...
Oh, hold on. You guys didn't hear when I was talking about my cat? Hold on. Oh boy, we got to do that again then. We got to do that again. Okay, listen. All right. This cat, you guys see this shelf back? You could probably see the shelf through the chat here. There's a shelving unit back there. That shelving unit is filled with, oh, you know what we could do? You know what we could do? Oh, I turned the iPhone off. I think the iPhone was causing me problems, so I turned it off. My bad, chat. We can't do that. Okay. So that shelf right there is filled with camera gear, lenses, and like camera accessories and all kinds of, I think I got a couple cameras over there too. The cat climbed up there and got on the top of that thing and could have brought it all down, so I don't let her in here anymore. Like she literally, I don't know how she even got up there. This cat is a ninja. But she got up there and any wrong move could have brought that whole thing down and I would have been so mad, but I couldn't have been mad at her because she was just being a cat. So I was like, listen, no more Mila. Mila, during the show, or anytime, no more Mila. Okay, all right. My bad, you guys. Was that too much? It probably was. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Okay.
And like I said, this would work for any other workflow as well, academics or any other things that I'm not thinking about right now. But as I'm in church and I may be taking notes on the screen that it wouldn't look well, what I like to do is when a scripture reference is given, I like to incorporate that into the handwritten note. So when I do this on another device like a Boox, I'll typically go out and if I'm using a PDF version of the Bible, I'll go out and do a screen clipping and bring it back in. Or if I'm using a Bible app, I'll go out and do a copy and then come in here and paste it. Both of those are kind of clunky. They do work, but they're kind of clunky. But I think what Supernote has done here is better than both of those solutions. So let me show you something or how that works. So I have in my list of quick access here, I've got the ESV.
If you're not using the quick access menu and you have a Supernote, you should be. There's really no other way to put that. if you have a Supernote, Manta or Nomad, you should be using the quick access menu 100%.
The study Bible from Crossway as an EPUB file. And I'm just going to come out and say, let me just find anything, and let me find a header somewhere or something that's a section. So Jesus heals an official son. So I can come out here and do the, I can mark a section of text to be added to the digest. And if you're familiar with Supernote, it's like a clipping of your PDF or your EPUB files. It puts it into an app. As you can see, it changed my handwritten into an actual gesture or into an actual indication that this was captured in the digest.
I love that. That was one of the features of the Newton as well. They had a lot of handwritten symbols that you could use that would change what happened, how the text looked on the screen.
Digest.
Very, very cool.
So there's an app on here. It's called Digest. I've got mine down here in the bottom left. And as you can see, this is now like a clipping from that PDF file or that EPUB file. In the past, and what you can still do is I can open this and I can take handwritten notes. I can type notes or whatever the case may be, but it had to live in the Digest app. So now what Supernote has done, I'm going to go back to my notes. I'm going to go back to recent files. Here's that note that I created. And now I've started taking my notes, and the pastor makes a reference to that particular scripture. I can come over here to this new icon that's the text box icon. So it's a little T in a square box. I can tap somewhere on the screen. It opens up a box where I can just freeform start typing text. I can modify the font, if it's bold italics, the font size, if it's centered, or I can delete it. But this little plus sign over here,
I love the text box edition and the keyboard.
Allows you to come back to your list of clippings that you did. And I've got the one that I had was uncategorized. Let me undo that. That was not the one that I wanted. So let me do this one time again. I'm going to come down to my uncategorized ones. And here's the one that I was looking for. So it brings it in and it puts it into, a box that I can resize. I can put it anywhere I want it on the screen. I can grab the handles on the side. I can shape this to, however I want it on the screen. But also, like on the Boox devices, if I wanted to resize this, I have to double tap and then make sure that I expand it and select all. But here, it just, whatever changes I make, it applies to the entire thing. So I can make this larger. I can make it smaller.
Yeah, I like that. I'm just kind of think, do you get that functionality on the Boox platform? Because what I initially thought would happen if you did that on a Boox platform, it would resize the lettering as well. Like if you stretched it, it would resize the lettering instead of rewrapping it. Does that make sense? Instead of reformatting it to fix the size of the box that you're trying to make, it would resize all of the characters. You guys know what I'm talking about? That's what I assumed would happen there. Is that what happened on the Boox platform? I'm almost positive if you put a text box there and did that. See, I wouldn't be able to type enough text right now to make that doable, but I'm almost positive that's what would happen. You guys let me know if that's not it.
They have by default there, but I can also make it bold. I can make it italics. I can change if it's left, center, or right.
Yeah. So if you resize the text box, I think it resizes the size of the characters as well, right, Parmesan?
Aligned. So just a lot of different things that I can do with that. And then once I tap outside of it, it's integrated into my notes. Now, in order to do anything with this, like I could write on top of it if I wanted to. I certainly don't want to do that. But in order to modify this,
if you copy and paste text from another app, you can do the same thing. If you do a screen capture, it stretches and shrinks. Okay. I think Boox defaultly handles it that way, though. I could be wrong, though.
I just tap on it, or I, double tap or tap and hold or whatever. And then I can, modify this. I can take stuff out. I can, if I decided I didn't want all that, I could certainly, take that out as well.
Yeah.
So, this is just a really
That's
good
what I was thinking, Aaron.
implementation of being able to basically copy and paste from a PDF or an EPUB file.
Hey, Jay, what's going on? Thanks for joining.
Handwritten notes. Also, I can also open up a text box and just type, some text. And, there it is on my screen. If I wanted to make this a link, I could certainly do it. And the way that I could do it is I could just lasso it as usual. You can lasso this. I can do everything that I could do before. I can make it a header. I can make it a keyword. I can link to, other files or folders or whatever the case may be. I'll just link to this. And then I've got a text link there. So it's a really good implementation of a text box. And
what happens when you convert? Are the links still active when you convert the files to PDF?
And like I said, my use case, it helps me to bring in text.
If all the files are in the same folder, are they still active? Aaron says you can do this with Boox, but Supernote has made it way faster, and this works better. They treated it like they did their stickers. I mean, they just do it. It's intuitive, man. It's intuitive. I like it.
Text from PDFs or EPUB. So there's a lot of other features that are part of the
probably like a week. I think this probably a drop next week, BM.
The beta. So I come in here and I look at the beta. It added the text box feature, supports direct insertion of text boxes. You can see, I will leave this on the screen.
I like the text box edition. I like the keyboard functionality, switching to the keyboard and back to handwriting easily. I love it. I like that the keyboard is not default like it is on Remarkable, and Remarkable don't even give you the option to switch from the keyboard if you're making titles. Like, you can forget it. David said, I should test that out. I was just sitting there thinking, I don't use it that way, to be honest with you. I don't typically use it that way. It probably because I've never thought about it, but now that I'm thinking about it, I would probably use it that way. I'm gonna have to test that out, Dave.
Allow you to, if you wanted to.
Oh, great video. I like demonstrations of things, especially features that help. And that was one of the best features they've come out with. They're killing it though. Ratta's killing it on the updates. Every update now has a killer feature that you're like, okay, that's going to change how I do things. You know what I mean? I like that. You get at least one every update now. I'm digging it. What else we got here? You know what I want to take a look at right now? Let's go ahead and take a look at. We're gonna skim through it because this is a pretty long video. But I wanted to see I want to see Ed with the Node Air 4C. If you guys don't know, Ed over at Organize for Change. If you are a Supernote owner and you are not subbed to Ed over at Organize for Change, you probably should be. He is one of the Supernote gurus. He's a good friend of mine, and he is 1/4 of the E team. A great guy, great teacher, and he usually does just Supernote stuff, but he got a Node Air 4C. I don't know what prompted this, but I'm excited. He's like, they have time to work on updates to release a new tablet every 5 years. You're right. Good point. Very good point. All right, let's go here. Let's go ahead and check out what Ed's got here. Let's see what Ed's take on the Node Air 4C would be.
Hey everyone, this is Ed. Welcome back to the channel. Those of you who know me know that I'm all about productivity and organization. And up until now, I've pretty much only reviewed or talked about specifically the Ratta Supernote devices. Now, I want to start this video by saying that I still daily drive the Manta. It's my device of choice. When they come out with their A4 series,
I want to start this video by saying welcome. Yes. Yes, welcome.
It's going to be really, really good. But I was encouraged by a good friend of mine, Kit Betts Masters, to at least reach out to Onyx, to Boox, and see what they might have to offer and kind of start a conversation. And not just Kit, but Aaron over at 2530 Media and Rod at Rants About Tech and Jeffrey Moss. We've all had these conversations, Vlad Kostek as well, about different e-ink devices. And, I've never been in the camp that
I never thought I would see this day. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm excited.
color was something I was actually looking for. But in talking back and forth with Boox, originally I reached out to them
He said Kit told him to reach out and ask for a device, and they sent him, no doubt.
just for the idea of reviewing maybe the Note Max, because that kind of fit in the natural progression of things. But we had a good back and forth, and they said they were willing to send me, no strings attached, the Note Air Force C. And so after them looking at my content, I was kind of surprised, to be honest with you, that that's the device they would pick to send. And actually, they suggested that or the Palma. And I just told them flat out, the Palma, while an awesome e-reader from everything I've seen, is just too small for my use. It's not something that I feel that I would be able to use in my workflow.
A good call on that. Especially with it being a color device. Yeah. I think they made a good decision. Because why would, if they sent you something that was just black and white, they weren't going to sway you on that. They weren't going to move you on that. You know what I mean? I don't think they were going to move Ed at all with a black and white device. He's in the Supernote ecosystem. That's him. And where they could get him at is with a device that Ratta doesn't make, right? Which would be a color device. They're thinking. They're over there thinking. Not about intuitiveness, but marketing for sure.
So anyway, here it is. And this is going to be your unboxing and getting ready for the Note Air 4C. Let's go ahead and jump into it. All right. So here we are with the Note Air.
Dude, I can't stop smiling. I'm so excited for Ed. I am. He is right. I'm skipping Note Max for Note XC. What? BM, what? Are you serious? I never thought I'd hear you say that.
Air Force.
I'm gonna deal with the Tab XC because I have to as a reviewer, but I don't want to. The Note Max is where it's at for me, I think, when I land on that.
See, and you've seen a lot of unboxing videos
If anything's gonna unseat the GOAT, it's going to be the Note Max.
On these and a lot of impressions, but I just want to give you my thoughts, and I'm going to open it up and power it up for the first time just to see everything. We're not going to take a bunch of time to look at the nibs, but they give you some extra nibs here and a nib extraction tool. They also, obviously, this is the device.
Let's get to him taking out the device here.
And package. I will go ahead and open this up. And there is the Note Air 4C. Nice pull tab there to get you up. And then this kind of wax paper. And I think that's actually, I wish that's what they had wrapped the other things in. But pretty nice. And now I'm going to pull that open. And I will say that, as someone who's not really seen the need for color, at least yet, and maybe this device will change that for me, I don't know. It does look pretty neat.
Whoa, David said the Tab XC rocks? Really? Do tell.
Screen to see something other than black and white.
Do you have a video on it, David? Or are you making one? It's got one in the mix?
White. I do have to admit that that's something I wasn't expecting when I took a look at this. I am noticing the very dark color. I will.
Oh, I get you especially on the contour mats, BM.
I'll tell you that these are very lighted conditions because I have my light coming in from my windows. So it's pretty bright in here. And the screen I'm seeing is quite a bit darker. And that's that Kaleido 3 panel. But what I do like about this is there's no feeling there's no indentation. So when I did the MobiScribe Wave, the fact that they had the front light, you didn't have a flush screen here.
Yeah. Yeah, they do a good job of the design for the Note Air 4C. I mean, same as the Note Air 3C, but
on this, it's very flush all the way around.
Jay says, I have a feeling that firmware 4.1 on the Note Max is going to include the anti-ghosting stuff Onyx put into the firmware for Go 7. If they do that, it will catapult the Max into the eInk pantheon, without a doubt. Quick note on that, though. I finally got the Go 7 to ghost, and I did readings on it. You know, it's funny, man. Just a spoiler alert for a video I got coming up. The inverse ghosting that you see on eInk devices, and we were like, oh, it's brighter. I think it might be brighter than the regular background brightness. It is, in some cases, not all cases, but in some cases it is. So interesting that the ghosting would be brighter than the background screen measurement. It's so interesting. So interesting. But also, like I said, I got the Go 7 to ghost. I finally got it to do some ghosting. It's hard as crap to get that thing to do some ghosting, and for the ghosting to remain long enough for you to take a reading. That they do. I don't know what they're doing, Jay. They're doing something, and whatever they're doing, it's superb. I wish Onyx would give the Note Air 3C Infinite Scroll. It probably could do it.
And of course, the build quality is what you expect. And you've seen from other reviewers that this is very well built. It's very hefty. It feels like it's metal because it is metal. And it's just all around a nice device. I will give it that.
Look at Ed. Like the Note Air 4C just feels like, I'm so good. I can't stop smiling, chat. This is good times right here. I should have went and got some popcorn. Got me a cold pop. I don't know why cold pop is so funny. I mean, I know why cold pop is so funny, but it's like an inside joke. I'm gonna have to play that video for you guys sometime, chat. But man, I wish I had some popcorn and a cold pop right now.
Very interesting. See what else we've got in the box before we move any further with this. And then we'll also put it in the cover and take a look at it, and then we'll power it up. So here you get some documentation. That's kind of a nice little
let's get to the other thing
decent. Here. And what you could do, and we'll go ahead and put it in the cover here real quick. That flap is going to be a little bit interesting.
Yeah,
and the magnet picks right up on that. I don't know if that came through, and it's tight on there. So
I want to get the origami case though. I don't have that case. I definitely
but if you watch
want to get
I slide this on there. It picks up right there and right there, and now you have your cover, and that's also a sleep cover.
Oh, so the pin attachment or the pin holder is not detachable. It looks like it's attached on the Note Air 4C case. The Tab XC is also virtually ghost free. I just don't like the fact that it's using active. What are we even calling this? We could call it USI, but that doesn't mean it's USI. It could be any company making the technology. That doesn't have to be the USI consortium making the technology in there. It's just active, but I'm so tired of calling it active. Oh, I don't like the active stylus. It's really not the active stylus that's the problem, probably. It's the capacitive layer that's not as good as the Wacom layer on the actual tablet. That's probably the problem here. It probably has nothing to do with the pins at all. I mean, they're trashy. They're just cylindrical pieces of landfill trash. True. You know what? I found out the Lamy makes an active stylus for it's basically built for an iPad, but so is the EMR one that I use. Well, no, I'm lying. That's the EMR. Why would it? But you get what I'm saying. They make an active stylus. Lamy does, and it looks really good. It's not a cylindrical tube. It's got ergonomics. But Aaron says it's not. I think Aaron said it didn't work on the. Someone used it and said that it didn't work on one of the USI tablets they had. Ah, man. From what I've seen, the stylus thing on the XC is a non-issue. I've heard that it's not good. But I don't know. I made a screen protector recommendation that makes it better writing feel on the Note Max. Okay. So the writing feel on the Note Max, is it similar to the Go 10.3? Does anyone know? Oh, we call it crap. We do. We call it crap, Mr. Mike. We do. it's harder for Ed to hate on Boox with it in hand. He knows that that thing is great. LOL. Kit seems to think that the XC stylus is fine. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna know soon. Like I said, after I wrap up this Go 7 thing, I'm gonna grab the XC and see what the hubbub is. Like I realize I'm getting too many devices at one time. I'm gonna temper myself. Get one device in to talk about at a time, not multiple, because you would never talk about any of them. That's usually been my experience. All right, let's get to it.
Now, if you go ahead and let's put our pin on, and you get a nice, well, that was unexpected. Let's take off that cap, put our pin on.
That pin is garbage, Ed. That's all to it. There's no saving it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no two ways around it. That pin is garbage. Onyx pins, period, are garbage. You know what? I'm gonna bring out a pin here that's not garbage. It's you know what? It's technically still garbage, but it's less a heap of pile of garbage as their other stuff. So we'll talk about that in a minute.
Close. Now you're closed, and you put your rubber piece there, and now you've got a nice little package. It is heavy, though. I will say that when you're used to something.
Yeah, it's metal and glass. It's gonna be heavy. One thing I'm appreciating about the Manta lately is how light it is. It's super light.
Like the Manta, and I would assume the Go 10.3 with Boox, that this is going to be something that you're going to have to readjust yourself to. This is very much, it seems even a little heavier than the original A5X, but they're
Oh, Aaron, you should do a video, bro. You should do a video. Aaron says when I get the Go 7, when it comes in, I'll try the Lamy USI pin on it, but I don't have any faith in it that it will work. Aaron, you should do a video, even if you just record a short video for the Discord. Definitely do it for YouTube. Get the views, because that would be an awesome video that a lot of people would want to see, including me. But definitely, if you don't do that, definitely record a short one for the Discord. Throw it in there, because man, I would love to see that. I would love to see that.
close. I would say they're very close.
If it works, I'm buying it. So that's why I would love to see it.
As far as how heavy they are. But I will say the magnets are impressive as far as how well they hold.
What? The magnets on the holder? Yeah. The pin? The magnets are garbage. That pin won't stay on that device to save its life. I know.
And then I just want to see if I can figure out how to.
Epic user error in progress. What you are witnessing, my awful attempt at manipulating a simple task. My apologies. Sped up for your convenience.
Origami case. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. EMR. So let's go ahead and power this thing up. Let's find our power button, which is right here on the top. So right here, we'll hold that.
I don't like fingerprint readers on eInk tablets. I've realized that they're a hindrance to my progress. I don't like them.
That down.
And it's so weird because I don't even have to use it, right? I could just turn it off. I am. So never mind. I take that back. You guys 86 that last comment.
And here we go. I gotta admit, I'm pretty excited. And I'm excited not only because it's something I haven't used before, and I'm kind of a tech nerd and a tech junkie, but also because it's a different platform. And as I said, I've had a lot of people tell me that I should take a look.
I can't wait to see Ed's vids on this thing.
Look at this. We'll go ahead through English. About. But let's go ahead and do a handwritten note, just because I'm a big note guy and that's kind of my thing. And let's go ahead and just go into a blank template for now, and we will create. Here, let me turn on the Wi-Fi. All right, so we're back. So now we're connected to Wi-Fi, and we will go.
My bad, Aaron.
Go ahead and go back to where we were. And again, this isn't going to be an in-depth review. I haven't done all of the things that I'm going to need to do. I have to do a lot with this little device to really understand what all it can do. But I am going to turn on all of the AI features so that it will do.
Jay says it won't work since it's for iPad, different protocol.
The
that sucks.
Scribbles and some of those other components that I've seen everybody.
That sucks.
use. I am noticing it's not.
That's another reason why this active stuff is just like, oh man, what do we now? Now you know that was my faith that there may be a good pen for the active stylus. No, there's nothing out there that's good in my opinion. Everything is trash. Hot trash. Slow cooked trash. Trash jerky. It's pickled trash. I don't know.
Two messages on your phone from person shrugging emoji. Sign. Person gesturing.
Oh. Oh, what happened? Oh, we lost Ed's video. Oh, there we go. My bad, you guys.
Let's try a different pen style here. Let's do a ballpoint pen because I love a ballpoint pen. There's a little bit of lag there for it to get started. And then let's try just a few colors because I'm interested to see how the color renders. So we'll go ahead and get out of that. And you'll see there was a lag there as well. Pretty neat though. I will give it that. It's
Well, you know what? Let's see what else Ed has in here in the chapters. We got Neo Reader First Impressions. What's wrong with the public domain books? Nothing. Books risk. Let's see what he thinks.
here. All right, everybody, welcome back, and thank you for hanging in there with me through this video. Appreciate.
Definitely check it out if you guys want to see his in-depth thoughts on this. We're just skipping through for the sake of the live stream, but yeah, definitely an interesting video. Check it out. Like I said, you guys, if you're not subscribed to Ed and you have a Supernote, definitely check him out. Apparently, if you get into books too, he might be a good resource. So we're gonna see where this goes. But I really am excited that Ed is going to be giving his thoughts on the Boox platform.
Appreciate it. Again, this is my first impressions with this device. I have been using it for several days this week. I've got some other videos in the works. This is being done a little bit after that unboxing, just because I ran out of time to include everything in it. But I do want to let you know that there are some things.
Oh, no sound on the video? Oh yeah, the sound went out for a little bit, Parmesan. My bad.
I tried to add some of that into post. For example, this cover and my complete lack of the ability to make the origami cover work the way I wanted it to. It's much easier than the way I made it look. Again, new device, learning new tools. Same with several things on there. There are things, and we will get into a review of the cover later, especially around the way that it's very hard to write with the device in the cover just because of stability. And also,
yeah, Ed definitely has a unique perspective
the
for
pen
sure.
And making sure you put the cap on right, all these things that a new user is going to run into. But overall, first impressions of the device are very favorable. I am surprised in looking at some color documents and some different things that the color seems to be more vibrant than I thought it would.
Yeah, the color is really good on the Air 4C. I can't front. It's not as good as it would be without the writing layer, but I'm willing to make that sacrifice. I'm definitely willing to make that sacrifice. Let's go ahead and go to the chat real quick. I appreciate that video from Ed though. The USI pen you reviewed, basically, Jay says is okay in my opinion. Also, I have a eInks coming to me because I'm extremely stubborn and also kind of dumb. I couldn't. They did every time I go to try to buy one, they don't have them, so I couldn't get one at the time of getting the black or the white Go 7. So that's a thing. Speaking of which, though, something interesting. Oh, you know what? We'll talk about this right here. I want to talk about too. We get hold them down here. A couple of things I want to talk about with the crystal nibs. Now, I wanted to soft launch the crystal nibs today. I couldn't do that for a couple of reasons. Well, one reason really. We've talked about a long time about the crystal nib not being able to be used with the Statler Norris Digital Jumbo. I figured out a way to do that in the middle of the week. I was so excited. I sent a video to Jay, letting him know about it because Jay loves that particular pen. And so this was the result. Let me just show you guys this real quick. This is the result of what I was trying to do here. Can we show this here? Oh, wrong one. Bam, there we go. So what we have on the left here is the nib, because the nib for the Statler Norris Digital Jumbo is different than the nib than standard nibs, right? And that's why for a long time I was saying that it'll fit in every EMR pen that I've ever tested except for the Statler Norris Digital Jumbo. So now we have the crystal nib inside of a nib for the Statler Jumbo pen. I've never really liked that pen, but I'm liking it now for a few reasons. I'm doing a review on that. So I like it for a few reasons now that Jay will probably agree with. That he's probably been liking it for a long time now that I'm just currently seeing myself. But so left is the Norris or the Statler, and the right is the standard crystal nib. So it's really I was really happy to get that done. I was really happy to see that it could be done. So now I can say we have the crystal nib for every standard EMR pen that I know of until we get these into the hands of more people and someone says, hey, this doesn't work for my pen. And they're like, oh, I have to add this to the list of pens that doesn't. So now we're good to go on that. And just a couple pictures here of them in different positions there. And there it is. There it is in the Jumbo. It looks good. It writes really well. I sent Jay a writing sample when I first realized this. I was so excited. And yeah, that's that. All right, so there we go. There we go. So that's the reason I couldn't soft launch those today, because I made a video, but that video didn't have this in it, and it also said things like it works for every pen except for this pen. So now I had to go and rethink the video and take that verbiage out, and now I got to redo the video, including this particular pen, because a lot of people have this pen, and it would be nice to have something available for those people who want this as well. So this won't be available in just the ceramic, the crystal nib. It'll also be available with the Supernote ceramic nib as well. I'll have both of those on the site next week. So I'm getting that video made this week, and so we'll be getting that done. And so we'll have compatibility with almost everything that I know of, and we'll have some options on the site. 2 options. Aaron says, I need to send you my pen. What? Oh, the orange pen? I would love to see that. I'm not sure what kind of nib they use in there, though, what the distance is on that. I'm also designing a nib for USI pens as well. I think I have a design that works. I just have to now get the nib. Now that I don't have to order new nibs for the Jumbo here, that's an easier process to get done. All right, what else we got here? Wow, we haven't talked about any tech news. We haven't talked about any tech news whatsoever. We may have to just leave that. Leave the tech news right where it's at. We talked about the active stylus Lamy. We talked about the XC issues. Oh, we didn't look at. We didn't look at. There was another video. Let me see if I can see it here. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, there it is. Kit's new video, 4-minute video. So I thought it would be cool to watch on the Kaweco. There we go, Aaron. Is this the orange Kaweco? Oh, I would do a video with that pen. Just because it's an orange, like premium EMR stylus. Oh, let's check out this. We got another eInk video here. Check out. Let's take a look. This is how to get the most out of your eInk tablet. What do we think?
It's an incredibly useful thing, that, but which one of these two great eInk tablets are going to sit on this desk stand?
I would pick the Note Max all day over that active trash. I want to call it scum, but that's a little bit too harsh. Active scum.
It's honestly a massive dilemma for me. I think that on this desk stand...
Oh, if you're getting some entertainment out of the video, some value out of the video, go ahead and throw it a like. Go ahead and throw a like my way. Go ahead and throw a sub your way if you're not subbed. You should do that.
where you perhaps don't need to be reaching forward and making notes with the pen, perhaps the color eInk tablet makes more sense. I mean, both would be absolutely great. Wonderful big eInk screen for reference. And also one trick, just talking about the Note Max that's over here, I'm really enjoying having it on this book stand. I don't know if you noticed, I don't know if you saw my Manta review, this little review of this book stand, but this book stand actually came with one flaw, and I quite like having it here.
Dude, is that a white terminal? Ah, I wanted a white terminal.
Because it's magnetic and you...
What the hell is that? What did he just do? What? Whoa, let's go back. What the?
Magnetic and you can put... It's magnetic and you can... It's magnetic having it here because
Whoa.
It's magnetic and you can put on anything that's in a sort of mitre case. You can snap it straight on to that. And then it's a stand for your case as well.
It's like my my little whiteboard. What? I love that. I want that.
But also,
Kit, what is that? You should add that to the description.
you can stand anything on it with this like book stand case, but do you notice it's cracked? So they sent me a replacement for this part. Hopefully this one isn't cracked as well. There we go, perfect. Right, so yeah, so quick just acknowledge.
Oh, he's saying use this trick to get the most out of your eInk tablet, and it's sticking it to this thing right here. You know who else made something like this? I forgot who made something like this. It was a after seeing the whiteboard video, they made a little setup for their desk that was basically this, but it was a metal plate instead of this nice little glass thing right here. That's nice.
It just could have happened to anything really damaged in shipping. And here it is with a new one. This, incidentally, this stand will stand anything that's already got MagSafe on, will just clip straight to that. So if you've either invested in like a case with MagSafe for your Android device, or you've got an iPhone that's got MagSafe, then it will just clip on there, or iPad as well will clip on. But they've also given you two 3M magnet pads that can stick onto another device or anything you want to put up there as well. And then...
Oh, okay. So this is just like something you can stick your iPad on or stick your tablet on. Okay.
For instance, your to-do list or whatever notebook you were working on with your action items for the day, you could leave that up, and whilst you're working on your big computer, you've still got that note showing on your big eInk tablet for reference. It's a little bit like the terminal panel on the wall then, isn't it? Because you're picking and choosing what to leave displayed for your quick reference. Books also have their memo screensaver, which just displays a memo from your memo calendar app within the tablet. And this is a great way to get the most out of it.
Yeah, that memo app in the calendar tablet or the calendar app is awesome. Or the memo section in the calendar app is awesome.
Your eInk tablet, because you're really going to extend your battery life. The fact that the thing can be essentially powered off, sat there, but still be...
This is exactly what we were talking about at the beginning of the show with the transparent screensavers. Essentially showing your data or showing your content on the screen while the device is in low power mode. One of the best things about eInk, for sure.
Information to you. Which, of course, that is one of the great advantages of eInk. It's what we call bistable. It means that it doesn't actually need any power to display whichever image it has on it. It only needs power to change from image to image, which is what enables this terminal to have such a...
Yeah, it is a white terminal. That's awesome. I would definitely want a white terminal. I definitely wanted a white terminal. I think that's all the videos. I think that's all the news. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we get out of here? Anything big happening? You're not Magneto, Mr. Mike. Like, Mr. Mike, you're not Magneto. What are we doing? What are we doing? We didn't even get to any tech news. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to figure out a way to get tech news out because that's something I really like talking about along with the live show. Do like a tech news something. That would be cool. And it would be fun. It would be cool and it would be fun. All right. I think we're going to get out of here. Man, that was, I mean, there's probably tons more we need to talk about. But that's the beauty of the Discord. The beauty of the Discord is that this doesn't have to be the end of the conversation. This can just be the beginning. We can continue these conversations there. If you have anything you want to talk about with a bunch of like-minded people, join the Discord. The Discord link is in the description of the video. And we have many channels there for eInk, tech, general chat, 3D printing, which I'm going to be talking more about in the next couple of weeks too. I need to do lives every day, I think. Absolutely. I want to. Well, during the week. I don't want to do live weekend lives. No spank you. No spank you. But I do want to do them during the week. Let's get the outro one more time. Outro one more time for the road. I'll be doing a live stream every week on Friday, 7 p.m. to kind of whenever. If you want to join me, YouTube channel. I'm gonna start trying to get out 2 weeks or 2 shows a week done, and then the live stream. So this coming up Monday, we should have the video out for the eInk brightness test. So the eInk brightness test video will come out, and we'll rank eInk brightness. We'll take we got measurements taken. We're going to talk about those measurements on Monday's show, so don't miss that video. That'll be out Monday morning. What else we got? What else I'm going to do? Like I said, some everyday stuff. I got everyday stuff in the planning. We haven't figured out exactly what that's going to be and what it's going to look like, but we got everyday stuff in the planning that's going to be like a call-in show. I'm planning it out, trying to figure out how to exactly go about doing it. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I know that you guys are gonna love it. It's just going to be kind of something I can do every day and reach out every day and kind of get information going in a more consistent basis. All right, everyone. That's going to be it for today. That's going to be it for the evening. Thanks, eInk, for the great live. Thank you. I appreciate that for the super chat. Thank you guys for joining me. Thanks for the chat. Thanks for the membership. If you haven't liked, go ahead and like. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. If you're not in the Discord, go down to the Discord and join us. We're talking about stuff all the time. Dave, thank you. Let's get everyone's going for Dave for the super chat as well. I appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. You're the best. Bang, 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 bang. Air horns going. And I will see you guys next week at the same time. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And until next time, take care.